New here at 4, fired for being white. Starbucks is now being forced to pay a former regional manager at one of their Philadelphia stores a whopping $25.6 million after she was fired.
Shannon Phillips says she and other white employees were unfairly punished. They say the company used her as a scapegoat to improve its image after the controversial arrest of two black men at a Philadelphia Starbucks in 2018. Queen City News Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes joins us now with more on this story that a lot of people are talking about.
Yeah, so Khalif, a lot of money in this is for punitive damages, but it was still decided by a jury. So what kind of precedent does this set for lawsuits moving forward?
I think the first thing you want to do is obviously unpack the jury award. So you're talking about punitive and compensatory damages. So $600,000 of it was compensatory and $25 million of it was punitive. So compensatory is more damages for your compensation, current and future. And so if she's the only breadwinner in the house, the court will calculate that and say, well, how much was her earnings? And we'll give you that for compensatory, the jury, I should say. But for the punitive damages, that's normally for punishment. I want to show you that what you're doing is reprehensible. And because it was reprehensible, I want to take the price up a little higher. The Supreme Court has kind of stepped back on there. They haven't given us a hard line on what punitive damages should be, but what they have said is that there should be a ratio between these punitive damages and these compensatory damages in 10 to 1, 20 to 1. Some of those have gotten rolled back, and this one exceeds that. So it probably will likely go back, and it won't be a $25 million punitive award once everything's said and
now
done.
this has gone out nationwide, even global or whatever. But why didn't Starbucks just settle?
I mean, you got to think back to the time frame. 2018, we had the shooting in Seattle. I think folks were becoming obviously more social aware of what was going on. There was a lot of social injustice movements during the time. And so Starbucks probably was trying to decide where they wanted to land on that situation. And then for her to be successful in this type of claim, she brought it based on Title VII of the Civil Rights Act in 1981, an older Civil Rights Act from the 1800s. And so for both of them, you're entitled to equal protection, but she also has to be able to prove that they discriminated her, not just based on them not liking her, but solely based on race. And so for her to do that, Starbucks probably assumed that it would be very hard for her to prove that. And I mean, I looked at a lot of the pleadings. She mentioned that they fired a number of individuals that were white and retained individuals that were black. And I think her attorneys did a great job of maneuvering that, which Starbucks attorneys believed they had a stronger case than the jury ultimately believed that they didn't.
Well, right. And so Starbucks, they still deny that they did anything wrong here. They say that this woman was fired because they wanted to hire a regional manager with more experience in crisis situations, which has kind of made national headlines in recent years. But a lot of protesters disagreed. So what's the truth here?
I mean, the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. Obviously, with a case like that, emotions were running high. I mean, but if you dig into this case, she had nothing to actually do with the case. She was the regional manager, so she had a district manager that answered to her. Then the district manager had two store managers that answered to him. The person that called 911 was someone totally different. And so she was maybe 5 or 6 individuals removed. Why she ultimately got fired was that Starbucks wanted her to fire a white manager that was alleged to have been giving black employees different pay rates. And she said, no, that's false. I don't think that's happening. And because she refused to want to do it, she ultimately did it. But because she refused to want to do it, she was ultimately fired. And they said she just was not good at her job. And then she circled back and said, well, I've received exemplary remarks on all of my evaluations. And so I think something is off here in terms of the reason why you fired me based on my performance and not on this situation. And her attorneys did an excellent job, I think, maneuvering how they got to this jury award for sure.
Yeah, pretty high profile case. Thanks for breaking it down. Our Queen City News Chief Legal Analyst, Khalif Rhodes. Appreciate it.